Good morning and happy Sabbath. I am so honored to have this opportunity to spend this time with you. I am so grateful to Miss Courtney and Miss Desiree for inviting me to be a part of your service, your Sabbath service. I'm looking forward to this opportunity being live sometime. I'm anxious for us to be able to have some activities where we could do together live, like Fun Day. Uh, we haven't had Fun Day for too long now, and it's time. We're anxious for this pandemic to be over, for this virus to be over, so we can safely come together. But until then, we have to do things this way, and I thank you for this opportunity to have children's story with you. The children's story I want to share with you is from a verse from the Bible, and it's been a very important verse to me. You see, because one of the things that I think is very, very, very important, adventurers, is that we treat each other nicely, right? That we're kind to each other, and that we talk nicely to each other. Do you agree? That's been very important to me. I try to treat everyone nicely, and I hope that you do too. And I hope that you like it when other people treat you nicely, and when they say nice things about you. That's important, isn't it? I think so. I think it's very important that we treat each other nicely. See, because for me, it's kind of a personal thing. Maybe somebody's done something like this to you, but I want to share something that somebody's done to me. When I was young, about your age, I was always a very skinny little boy. I was so skinny that the kids used to have names for me. And sometimes those names are not pleasant names. I remember when the kids used to call me String Bean. They thought they were being funny, but it hurt. Remember, somebody once said that sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. That's not true. Maybe it doesn't hurt as physically, but sometimes in your heart it hurts. And it hurts when they called me things like I was told, put rocks in your pocket so the wind doesn't blow you away. And sometimes they were a little bit more mean with words that I don't really want to repeat today. But they would do things too. They would pick on me physically. Even the smaller boys would try to pick me up because they would say I was as light as a feather. And I didn't want people trying to pick me up. And they would do things like that weren't very nice. And they would say things to me that weren't very nice. And it hurt my feelings. Has that ever happened to you? I hope not. But if it has, I'm very, very sorry. I'm sorry for the things that people have said to you that hurt your feelings. But can we practice not doing that to other people? The verse that I want to share with you today is found in the book of Ephesians. And I want you to open up your Adventure Bibles and look for this verse. I'm going to pause for just a second. And I want you to look in your Adventure Bibles for the book of Ephesians, and then chapter 4, and then verse 29. Say it with me. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. Thank you for repeating it. And I hope you found it in your Bibles. And it says this: let no corrupt word proceed out of your mouth, but what is necessary for edification, that it may impart grace to the hearers. I think we need to break that verse down a little bit for more understanding. Do you agree? Let no corrupt word proceed out of your mouth, but what is necessary for edification, that it may impart grace to the hearers. The first word I think we need to break down is that word corrupt. I looked it up in a children's dictionary today, and this is the definition that I found: not honest, wicked, improper. And then some synonyms: bad, dirty, crooked. Have anybody ever said bad, dirty, crooked, improper, not honest, wicked words to you? Have you ever said wicked, not proper words? I hope not. If you have, please say sorry. But if you can, let's not ever do that again. Corrupt words. Why do those kind of words have to come out of our mouth? Not honest words. Do we say lies about each other? Oh, I hope not. What about other things? Do we talk about their appearance? How bad they look? How they have big Gonzalez noses? What are some things that we could say, that are so corrupt, that hurt people? Let no corrupt word proceed out of your mouth. God is saying that to us. Let no corrupt word come out of our mouth. But what is necessary for edification? Now that's another word that we need to focus a little more time on. What is edification? Well, it comes from the word or the verb to edify. And I looked that word up too. And this is the definition: to build up, to make strong. How about that? Instead of our words being to corrupt and to make people feel bad, what if our words were used to build somebody up, to make them strong? Now that word edification is very important. And for people who speak the Spanish language, they know where I'm going with this. Because the word edify also is the word that we use in Spanish for a building. A building, just like this church is a building. That's called an edificio. A building, to edify, to build, to make strong. Strong like a building. Brick on top of brick. Cement on top of cement. Make it strong. I have a challenge for you, adventurers. Go outside after church today and say to the building, go walk up to the building and say, I huff and I puff and I'm going to blow you down. And see if it's going to blow the building down. Because it's strong. And then all of you get together and I want you to push on the building. Push as hard as you can. Push. Are you going to knock it down? Oh, I don't think so. It is strong. Can you imagine our words? The words that come out of our mouths. Is it going to be to build somebody up, to make it strong? So what are some examples of words that make people feel strong? You're smart. Oh, you look so nice today. Oh, I want to be like you. Oh, I really appreciate that thing that you did for me. Oh, I really appreciate that thing that you said to me. Aren't those better things to say? Don't they make us feel good? I have this last story. When I was a little boy, an example of when somebody used corrupt language to me. When I was a little boy, I kind of thought that my mom's friend was pretty. And I wanted to make her happy. So I wanted to draw her a picture. And I thought that picture was the best picture in the world. And I thought it was going to make her happy. And I remember handing her this picture, a special gift from me. Have you ever done something like that? Given somebody a special gift? I gave her a special gift. And I handed it to her. And I was so surprised when she told me that it was ugly, that I couldn't draw, that I wasn't a good artist. Was that corrupt language or was that edifying language? What do you think? It surely wasn't edifying. And you know what? I didn't even try to draw again for a long time because I wasn't a good artist. I drew ugly pictures. May we be very, very strong in our language towards each other. May we say the things that make each other feel better and good and not use that kind of language. I'm going to close with a poem that I found. And the poem is about our words and how our words should be like a gift that we give to each other. Let's practice that. Can our words be like gifts to each other? Let me read you this quick poem. My words were harsh and hasty, and they came without a thought. Then I saw the pain and anguish that my bitter words had brought. Bitter words that I had spoken made me think back through the past of how many times I'd uttered biting words whose pain would last. Then I wondered of the people I had hurt by things I said, all the ones I had discouraged when I didn't use my head. Then I thought about my own life of painful words I've heard, and of the times I'd been discouraged by a sharp and cruel word, corrupt. And now clearly I remember all the things I might have done, but by a word I was discouraged, and they were never begun. Lord, help my words be silver boxes, neatly wrapped up with a bow, that I may give to all so freely as through each day I gladly go. Silver boxes full of treasure, precious gifts from God above, that all the people I encounter might have a box of God's own love. Edification. May our words be edifying. May our words build up our friends. And may we be very, very careful not to use words that make them feel bad. God bless you all. And I'm so proud of you. And I know that you're having a wonderful Sabbath, adventurous Sabbath. Thank you again, Miss Desiree. Thank you again, Miss Courtney. And God bless you all. Until we could have a chance to be together. Bye-bye.